Hello, I'm Kate Driver, naturopath and women's health coach. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is a little gland that sits around your voice box here in your throat area, and it produces a number of hormones. But many people have undiagnosed thyroid issues because of the thyroid gland or the thyroid hormones in pathology blood tests with the medical profession aren't tested very thoroughly. And symptoms may show at a really early stage, but it may not show up on blood tests. So the reason why I'm talking to you about the thyroid gland today is because it can accelerate the aging process and cause drier skin and poorer looking skin and a weakened immune system and inflammation when your thyroid gland isn't functioning efficiently and it's a bit underactive. So if you haven't never had it tested and you're over 40, it's a good idea to get your thyroid gland tested. So generally your TSH, which is your thyroid stimulating hormone, is the first hormone that is tested with the pathology test. But you also want to get free T3 and free T4 tested. These are the thyroid hormones and they're really important to look at together with the TSH. So if you can, if you've got a really good GP, try and get those three tested. As naturopaths, we pick up symptoms that are in the earlier stage before you actually end up having a full-blown thyroid issue. And this is what you want. You want to prevent your thyroid from getting worse, don't you? You don't want to end up with medication, and you don't want to end up with issues that are harder to treat as it's further down the track. So try and pick up those early symptoms so you can prevent it getting worse and you can age more gracefully and feel more energized. So some of the first symptoms or the earliest symptoms can be fatigue and lack of energy. It can be depression or mood imbalances. You might find if you're a woman that your menstrual cycle is a bit out of whack and you may not be sleeping very well. You may have wakeful periods throughout the night. And one of the biggest issues with people can be really drying skin. Their skin dries out, they're getting more wrinkles, they feel like their skin is aging more quickly. Some people can lose hair if it's an autoimmune thyroid issue such as Hashimoto's. But hair loss can be a thyroid issue, but also other hormones are affected as well. When the thyroid gland is underactive, and that's what I'll just focus on today, it can also slow down your bowel movements and your detoxification processes in the body. So your liver function slows down. And this in turn then slows down the function of your thyroid gland. So it's a bit of a vicious cycle. So you need to look at lots of different aspects of your health to get your thyroid gland working more efficiently. But I thought I'd mention it today because so many people are walking around with thyroid issues and haven't been diagnosed when it's a subclinical hypothyroidism. And this is where you get these symptoms that I've spoken of in the earlier stages when the thyroid is underactive. But it's not picked up on pathology tests because they, firstly, don't do it thoroughly, and secondly, they look at very narrow ranges for it to be in when it's fine, and then when it's actually really out of whack and you've got a thyroid disease such as hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, or an autoimmune thyroid issue, then you've had it for a very long time. It's taken a long time to get to that stage. So you want to prevent it. You want to prevent it from happening and not get to that stage. So thanks for listening, and I hope that's been helpful. If you can get your thyroid tested by your GP, please do. Otherwise, speak to your naturopath or your natural health practitioner, because we know a lot about pathology tests and other tests you can do at home that can actually help you find out if your thyroid is also causing you a problem. You can look at the signs and symptoms I mentioned, but there's some other tests you can do. And we want to make your thyroid as healthy as possible, and there's lots of different things which I'll cover in another video. So thanks for listening and stay tuned for the next video. And if you haven't subscribed, please do just hit the subscribe button below. And if you'd like to contact me, if you have any questions, you can contact me on my website. There's a contact form, or on Facebook, or with the link below. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye for now.